Welcome, welcome one and all. I love science. I may not be a witch, but here I am. I am the Science Witch, and welcome to another set of ship videos. And today we are doing a ship analysis, and the ship we are doing an analysis on is McHanzo from the gaming thing Overwatch. Overwatch is this crazy, intense base. It's basically a higher class slash a lot more in-depth with like details and stuff form of Team Fortress 2. Overwatch players, if any are here, are probably going to crucify me for saying that. I mean that in the best of ways. I very much enjoyed Team Fortress 2 when I played it. It has the same mechanics as Team Fortress 2, it's just a lot better. Is that good enough for you guys? Am I still in the red zone? What am I talking about? The two characters are Jesse McCree and Hanzo Shimada. Well, Hanzo is a defense player, while McCree is an offense player. McCree is a cowboy, while Hanzo is an assassin. Or is he still an assassin? Mercenary? He shoots his arrow and it does stuff. But each have their own pretty tragic pasts. Which, out of both of them, I'd say Hanzo probably has the most tragic. Hanzo is a part of the Shimada clan. The Shimada clan is a clan that his father was in charge of, and Hanzo was trained his entire life to eventually take over said position once his father died. And he has a brother named Genji. His brother is younger than him and has, for some reason, has green hair, and it's kind of adorable when I've seen images of him post or pre bad time. Once Shimada Sr. dies, shit goes down. Hanzo gets put in charge of the Shimada clan, and then the clan is like, you should probably have your brother, take this shit more seriously. And so Hanzo's like, alright, cool. Goes to tell his brother, you need to start taking shit seriously. And Genji's just like, bitch, bye, no. And then Hanzo's like, what do I do? And the clan is like, fucking kill that bitch. And so Hanzo kills his brother and feels immediate regret. And it's unfortunate. Poor Genji. Poor child. Poor Hanzo. Didn't deserve that. Hanzo basically, after that happens, he's like, what the fuck did I do? He abandons the clan. The clan's like, you traitor! And they basically declare him as like an enemy of the clan. And so it's like assassin on assassin now, because, he knows all this shit about the clan, but now the clan's like, let's kill him! But fucking good luck. And so now Hanzo spends all his time trying to honor his brother and everything, doing incense offerings and all that shit. And, spoiler alert, Genji's not dead. Like, he's a playable character. He's obviously not dead. Then there's Jesse, who was part of fucking, was it Blackwatch? Which he was part of with Gabriel Reese, who is also Reaper. And, he almost got arrested and all this shit happened. And now he basically became part of Overwatch to basically reap his sins and repent for all the shit that he's done in his early life. And after some shit happened with Blackwatch, he's just like ollie outie and kinda just went to do his own thing and just does justice things to do things his own way. Now, 10 minutes into this recording session, let's actually get to the fucking ship. Whew. So while these two appear to have very different attitudes, they are actually I'd say they're quite similar in personality. How they carry themselves, however, is different. Hanzo, McCree is very cocky. The most prominent feature he has in fanon is his cockiness and his sense of humor. And his love for old western shit. But God, is he just portrayed as a cocky bastard. He's just as cocky as how much cock he gets. Shit! I was just playing around in this thing. Oh no, I've had this for so long. Fuck. Fixed. And then we have Hanzo. Hanzo is Mr. Angst. His tragic past has a lot of influence on his tragic present. After finding out his brother is alive, he probably went into a midlife crisis. I'm so tired. Hanzo may not be as cocky as McCree, but he's definitely got something up his ass, because he's that fucking As you probably know, I tend to just make bad jokes when I don't know what I'm talking about. Because they vary from being cocky to tight ass, that doesn't necessarily mean they're opposites. But they both have kind of just gotten to the point where they've been betrayed or have had to leave their roots and are now on their own, just trying to do what's right. And what's right by them, and what's justifiable, at least in McCree's case. So where McCree wants to repent for his sins, Hanzo wants to honor his brother. And as Genji said to him, Genji's forgiven him, Hanzo needs to forgive himself. And I feel like that's where his focus is now, or at least where it should be. So whether these two lone wolves, it's kind of funny because Hanzo literally has a skin called Lone Wolf, would do good together or not is a mystery. It's very obviously an extremely popular ship in the fandom, but I think Hanzo's cold demeanor and, internal humor would make him a challenge for McCree, and I think that'd be something McCree would be really into, a challenge. And then one thing that I've seen a lot is McCree or Hanzo being portrayed with pretty much PTSD or just nightmares after things that have occurred. I mean, McCree is missing one of his arms. He has a prosthetic. He has a mechanical arm. And as far as I know, Hanzo, I think Hanzo is an amputee, doesn't have the bottom half of his legs? I mean, I've seen that a lot in art, but I don't know if it's true. I mean, being the amount of times I've seen it, I think it's true, but, I don't know for sure. But they've obviously been through a lot of trauma and would understand where each other's nightmares would come from, and I think they might be able to help each other in that. And I mean, at least maybe not so much Hanzo towards Jessie, but I think McCree towards Hanzo would be McCree trying to get Hanzo to realize that he has to forgive himself. Would they argue a lot? Yes. Would they be able to help each other? Yes. So would this be a good relationship? For the most part. And with that, I'm going to end the video here. Well, actually, first of all, I want to start doing something, because before I really do a ship analysis video, I try and read fan fiction for each ship. So I'm going to recommend a fanfic for the ship analysis videos that I do from now on. And like I promoted the Vote Sensei blog on Tumblr in my Saigenos headcanons video that they watched and I was really happy about. But I want to start doing that, but with fanfics. The fanfic I'm going to be recommending today is an explicit fanfiction. So, if you're a young kiddo, don't go and read it unless you've read this kind of stuff before, because if you have, go ahead. So the fanfic I am recommending is called Magic McCree, and it is by, I think it's pronounced Cawaiiey, but spelled differently. It's like Cawaiiey. I'll put it over here. It's decently long. It's about 15,000 words. You know, that's quite a lot. It took me probably about like maybe an hour and a half to read. Not fully like spread out, but it's an explicitly rated fan fiction. It's pretty much a play on Magic Mike, the stripper movie, and it's a stripper AU! McCree is a stripper, and Hanzo gets dragged to a strip club by Genji because he needs to get laid. It's a really good fan fiction. My friend Jade recommended it to me, and I'm gonna recommend it to you guys because it's really, really good. Lots of good smut, and it's also characters are not drawn. The characters are portrayed really well, in my opinion, and it's just a really funny story. So, if you read that kind of smut stuff, go ahead, read it. I haven't read any non-smutty fanfiction of this pairing, so I can't really recommend one that's not smutty as of right now. So, I apologize, but that's about it. Please don't sue me for being a minor and recommending explicit rated fanfiction. Anyways, if you guys have any other ships you want me to analyze/do videos on, leave those down in the comments below. And if you guys want to see what kind of random shenanigans I'm up to, I have my Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, and Vine down in the description below. And one more thing I'm gonna note about that. I have my official Tumblr, the-sciencewitch, but then off of that I have a blog specific for shipping, for like ship things because I feel like I annoy my friends, and that is under tsw-shipsblog. And I'll put the URL for that down in the comments or in the description as well. So check those out if you feel like it. Always appreciated. That's where I kind of put updates and everything if I don't get them up on the channel. And I've dragged this on for way too long, so I am going to let you guys go. So, thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, take a stab at that like button to let me know, and I hope to see each and every one of you sometime in the very near future. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye!